Obviously, the skin market is very volatile, but generally speaking, a lot of investments in CS2 are currently nice to purchase because they have a long-term nice future. It doesn't matter if it's discontinued cases or discontinued skins, everything has its potential, and we'll be covering investments you should be definitely taking a look at right now before the next CS2 update. As you can see here, we have only 5 possible prime drops here. 2 of these are terminals and the last 3 are cases. Well, one of these cases will be removed next and removed with the terminal. A new terminal will probably come to the game as we've seen from Valve, but this time probably with knives. I mean, yes, people are saying that the next case that will be removed is the Dreams and Nightmare case, but I think for Valve it would be smarter to keep actually the most expensive case in the current drop pool. Well, at least not the new Genesis terminal, we're not talking about it. The Dead Hand terminal. I'm just saying that Valve is getting slightly more money from people that actually sell these cases on the Steam community market or buy them because they are more expensive than the Revolution case. So I would say that the Dreams and Nightmare case will stay and the next case out of the drop pool is going to be the Revolution case. That's at least my prediction upon it. I think these skins also have a bright future from the graphic design collection The Farmer's Halftone Watch. Yes, it's a light blue skin, so not very desirable and not a lot of people use them as play skins. But investment wise, I think it's a great skin. It will be used up for trade ups as well. So the better the condition upon these skins, the more potential it has to rise. That's at least my opinion upon it. And in the future, I think way more people will be looking at this graphic design collection because currently there's not a lot of investors out there that are willing to buy the skins inside this collection. But I think once the new Armory comes around, I think the hype for discontinued collections could be even higher since more CS2 players will be coming to the game and willing to buy nice and shiny skins. Just like the Desert Eagle Starcade, I think in field tested, also in other conditions, it is a good skin. At the end of the day, it has been already discontinued. There's a limited supply. It is also used for trade ups to the AWP CMYK, which is also very expensive. Since it has been discontinued, it was performing very well, and a lot of people are speculating that the skins will be removed from the current Armory. Uskins is a CS2 skin store where you can buy CS2 skins with instant delivery. Generally speaking, it's a great store and the prices are very fair in my opinion. A lot of good deals here. Your payments and deliveries are completely protected, which is a very good sign, and the items are delivered to you within just 10 minutes without a trade log, obviously. Millions of skins listed, from very expensive gloves and skins all the way down to cheap skins, so there's a huge variety, which I absolutely love about it. Also, a lot of prices are 15 or more % under the current market value. I found this beauty 0.0008. It will take us just a few minutes and we'll receive our skin. Just like that, we got our skin. Check the link in the description. And they will be performing very similar. But I think still that the graphic design collection has way less items for a reason. Not a lot of people were redeeming these items. So in the future, the prices could be definitely higher than on some other collections like Sport and Field and so on. I mean, the M4 Evona's Fate definitely still has a lot of potential, but I think the graphic design collection will rise even more, and only then the other discontinued collections from the Armory would also rise. There's also a lot of speculations that the next Armory item might have some agents instead of the Fever case, and also I will be definitely keeping my Armory stars until the update. I can't wait. I mean, until the end of the month, there's not many days left. So guys, prepare your Armory stars. I think they will be useful for sure once the update hits, or at least some of the items will be announced discontinued. It could also be a nice time to go ahead and redeem your Armory stars. Not a lot of people are actually gonna do it, so it could be profitable, but you have to always make your own research up on these investments. This is very important, and some of the investors are giving up on these collections, but I think this is a very big mistake. A lot of the skin prices are currently dropping for different type of skins from these collections, and generally speaking, I think they will be also very demanded, just like some other skins, because there's a lot of good looking skins in here. And generally speaking, if we want a short-term flip, I think something from the Armory is definitely getting discontinued. Also, the charms will be also gone, so there could be also demand for them if there's not going to be any new charms, which could happen just like with the Elemental Craft stickers. A lot of the prices from these are also dropping, and I think it is still a good time to buy these because they're getting applied a lot and not put into sticker slabs, right? And that's a huge difference because some of the stickers on the market, which are maybe slightly more expensive, are getting put in sticker slabs, which makes the amount of stickers applied less. So this means the price could go even lower for some of the stickers that are maybe rarer, or the price would at least rise slower. But these stickers are exactly the opposite. People love to apply these because you can make a lot of great crafts, and once discontinued, the potential is gonna be pretty much unlimited unless Valve is going to release some of the new stickers that could look similar, which I doubt. because I think Valve is gonna focus on some other stuff, just like as I predicted, maybe Agent or maybe some new stuff. Also, I'm currently doing the Arctic 3-tone giveaway. If you want to participate and win this skin, all you have to do is subscribe to my channel, leave a thumbs up on this video, comment something down below, and make sure that your Steam trade link is in your YouTube description so I can see it and send you the skin right away. I wish to all of you the best of luck, and let's get right into the video. The P90 attack vector is, in my opinion, a very great looking skin. I mean, it's also from the Discontinued graphic design collection, which I absolutely love. You can trade these up to the Desert Eagle Starcade or maybe to the Arc Lil Pig, which are both good trade up skins in my opinion. Obviously the condition up on this is very important. This one is in factory new, but not the best condition, right? You can still see some scratches up on it, unfortunately, but generally speaking, I enjoyed this skin, and I think they fell all the way from 55 euros all the way down to 33 euros, and I think right now it's a great time to buy these, even though they've been discontinued. There wasn't a big spike around them, at least the spike ended. It went all the way down from 55 to 33, as I said, so I think it's a great time to purchase these. That's at least my opinion upon it. I'll be definitely watching out on some third-party websites, maybe there's gonna be some nice deals. Be very careful with your terminals if you haven't sold them yet. I think there's gonna be a very big drop off in price in the next couple of days. I think the terminal will be reaching around like 4 to 5 euros easily, somewhere in that area. It could also drop all the way down to like 3 euros, somewhere in that area, but I think it's not gonna go even lower under 3 euros because it is kind of profitable and there's a lot of demand for the new gloves, so people are doing that. But be very careful, as I always said, this is very volatile, this terminal. We've purchased here at around 6 to 7 euros, then it went all the way down. I've actually like had some terminals from my drops and I sold them at around this area, around here, because I thought it's gonna be the peak. Well, I was right. And the next wave of drops is in just a couple of hours. The Operation Wildfire Case has dropped all the way from 6 euros all the way down to like 4.50, somewhere in that area, currently selling, yes, for 4 euros and 50 cents. I mean, obviously don't panic if you bought into the hype, maybe just wait for it. Sometimes something gets hyped, it's rising in price way too much, then it's getting liquidated, going back down, as we have seen here. For 3 euros it has been sold, and ever since we went, to be honest, way too fast up here. It's gonna take some time, obviously. As you can see, it went all the way down on third-party websites. It's selling even cheaper. It could be a nice time to go for this, but generally speaking, I think there's a lot of other cases that are better because there's only a Bowie knife in this case, which is unfortunate. The only reason I love this case so much is because of this AK-47 Fuel Injector. It is a very beautiful yellow-looking skin. Yes, this is the minimal wear condition. These are kind of pricey, but I do still think that it looks kind of clean. And to be honest, I would not waste it on a Bowie knife trade-up. I think it would be a very big mistake to trade these up. And that's why not a lot of people are gonna do that, and these will be like collectible items and not trade-up fuel. And just because it's not a trade-up fuel, I think the prices will rise slowly up on this. There's definitely better red skins to invest in. I mean, the MP9 Starlight Protector from the Dreams and Nightmare collection is, in my opinion, a great looking skin. I use it myself as a play skin, unfortunately only in a field tested condition, but we can prepare ourselves early before this collection and this case will be removed from the active drop pool forever. We'll never see this case in the game. It is pretty much guaranteed that it will be removed. We just don't know when. Valve is gonna introduce a new terminal. It could be a couple of months until that point. It is also possible that Valve is gonna remove maybe 2 cases and put in 2 new terminals with different type of knives. It would saturate the market easily, and in the future the cases will be gone out of the active drop pool forever. I mean, yes, a lot of knives in the Dreams and Nightmare collection are kinda expensive, but they went all the way down, like the butterfly emeralds and stuff, and I think still in the future it will be very desirable and it could be like an OG collection, even though it's not one of the newest ones, right? Also, I've prepared myself and I've bought a couple of these slaloms. In my opinion, these are really nice skins, could be also used for trade-ups for sure. All of these are in the minimal wear condition. I enjoy these a lot. No, also this one is in a factory new condition, actually 0.04, which is kind of cool in my opinion. These ones will be definitely very desirable. As I said, the graphic design collection is one of my favorite collections to invest in right now. It's like the first collection, one of the first collections that has been introduced to the Armory, and currently not a lot of hype around it, and I think you can get some nice skins in nice flows for the future, because there will be definitely demand for it. It's just gonna take time. CS2 markets are always like that. When nobody talks about a certain collection, they're not gonna rise until the hype arrives. It can spike, you can maybe sell, and in a couple of days the prices could go back down, just like with a lot of other investments. The market is very volatile, that's why you should be very careful. Also, it wouldn't be a bad idea to go for these Mag 10s derailment from the Train 20 and 25 collection. I got a couple of them in the minimal wear condition. Maybe I'm gonna use them myself for trade-ups in the future, or I'm gonna sell them off once the hype arrives. Once these collections get announced discontinued, I think it could be a great point to go ahead and leave the market, get your money back out of your skins, or maybe you hold on to it long term. It could be also a nice move, just like with the graphic design collection. Glock's 80 Nuclear Guardian from the 2018 Nuke collection. Ever since it has been removed, a lot of hype was around it and the price completely spiked and then fell down all of the sudden. I mean, yes, it's unfortunate, but generally speaking, I think it's a nice time to go ahead and buy these. I mean, even in bad conditions like field tested, you can definitely find some nice floats that can be used up for trade-ups in the future. So I think this Glock does have a lot of potential. If you're gonna buy like a lot of them, just put them in the storage unit, forget about them, maybe look at the price in a couple of years. I think there's definitely a lot of potential to it. There's just not a lot of investors right now, and the market is moving very slow because of the new gloves. All eyes are on the new gloves and not discontinued skins like these. And if you are interested in more CS2 investment videos, definitely go ahead and watch my other